Welcome everyone to Doga Yoga. Today we're doing a quick and fun warrior flow. So come to the top of our mat, press our big toes in, spread our little toes, face our palms towards the front of the room and come into our body, come into the rise and fall of our breath. Inhale, feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones, and exhale, soften and release. Inhale and exhale. Start to push down through all four corners of your feet. Activate your kneecaps. Tuck your tailbone under. Hollow out the lower belly and roll the shoulder blades down the back. Find length in the back of your neck, radiating energy out of the crown of the head. Push down, root down through all four corners of your feet. And inhale, grow taller. Inhale, big arm circle up overhead, fingertips. So we'll get straight into it. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up into our halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend our knees generously, plant our hands, come back to plank and lower down, chaturanga. And tuck the toes, come up into cobra. And exhale, lower. Make your way back into your child's pose, hips towards heels, forehead towards the earth, to warm us up for today's practice. Then push into our hands and toes, send the hips up and away into downward facing dog. Pedal the heels, hello chicken. Pedal the heels, drop one and then the other, gently stretching out the calves, the knees, the thighs. And when you're ready, bend your knees, look towards your hands, and really pull back, gaze towards our hands, step. We'll jump up into our forward fold. Inhale, come up into our halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Bend our knees generously, roll on up. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch, and back to heart center. Place your thumb on your sternum, send the shoulder blades down the back and really find your center. Connect with the body, connect with the breath. And we'll go again. Inhale, hands up overhead, fingertips touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend our knees generously, plant our hands, come back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, come up into your cobra. And exhale, lower. Make your way to your child's pose. Rest and release here. Just let it go. Shoulder blades down the back. And then make your way up into your downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees, look towards the hands, really pull back. Step or jump up into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Bend the knees generously, roll on up. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch, and back to heart center. A little quicker this time. Inhale, hand up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, come back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. And tuck the toes, come up into cobra. And exhale, lower. Make your way back to your child's pose. Rest and release and send the hips up into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look towards the hands, pull back, jump or step up into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Bend the knees, roll on up. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. And back to heart center. Connect here for 10 breaths. Notice the weight in your heels, every single toe. Sway gently side to side. Noticing whether you're jutting one hip out or the other, one shoulder out or the other. Rock gently forward and back from the heels to your toes. Noticing the even distribution of weight. And then come back to stillness. Find that complete center, that complete balance in your body and breath. When you're ready, really gently transfer weight to the right leg. Squeeze that glute and make that nice straight line. And then step our right foot back into our warrior two. Open up our arms and sink our hips low. Hold here for 5 breaths. Inhale, find length. And exhale, send the shoulder blades down the back. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale. And exhale. Reach forward and back and see if you're nicely aligned. So if you're leaning super far forward or super far back, create some balance. Try and stand up nice and tall, nice and straight here. Flip the front palm, come into reverse warrior, shoulder blades down the back, nice and soft. And exhale, make your way into Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Breathing here. Inhale, reach from that back foot all the way to the top fingertips. And exhale, come back to your warrior two. Turn our toes towards the side of the room. Big inhale here, lengthen the spine. Take yourself a little back bend. And then exhale, fold forward, hands at the hips. Now flowing here, our hands can be on a block or the ground. Inhale, find length. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. And exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. And exhale, fold forward. Walk our hands towards that front foot. Come into our lunge. Plant our hands and we're going to go through our flow. Plank, chaturanga. Come up into cobra. And exhale, lower. Make your way back to your child's pose. Chill out here. Really relax and release. And then send the hips up into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look towards the hands, really pull back, step or jump up into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees, rolling up, big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. And back to heart center. Find your connection to your body and breath again for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Sway forward and back. Realigning, readjusting, rock side to side. Really notice where the weight is distributing. Notice where your body is strong or where it might give way a little bit more. Just notice the idiosyncrasies from side to side. And when we're ready, find that stillness, find that length. Put weight into our right leg, super, super gently. Squeeze that glute, find that straight line. And step our left foot back into our warrior two. So heel to arch alignment, tailbone is sink. The outside edge of this back foot is really strong and pushing into the ground. Back thigh is active, squeeze the kneecap and hold here. So tuck our tailbone under, shoulder blades down the back, and just check that you can see your big toe. So make sure your knee is tracking out. It's not tracking in towards our big toe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, flip the front palm, come into reverse warrior, relaxing and releasing here. Hips are low, legs are strong. Strong. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs in towards one another. And then come into your Parsvakonasana, your side angle pose. Reach forward. So there's a straight line from that back foot, that back outside edge of the foot to the top fingertips. Nice and long and strong here. Beautiful. Come on up. Reach here. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Reach towards the side of the room. Nice and big here. Hands on hips. Turn the toes in and we're going to fold forward once more, hinging at the hips. So send the weight into the toes, into the balls of the feet rather than the heels. You might bend the knees gently rather than having the legs super straight. And don't try and hyperextend the knees as well. Just be mindful. And we're going to flow here. Inhale, find length. And exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. And exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. And exhale, fold forward. Now when we're ready, find length. And we're going to come into a Skandasana or side squat. So we're going to squat down onto our left foot, kick our right toes towards the sky. Now we might be on the ball of the feet with the hands in front here. We might be able to get that foot down. This ankle will never do that due to surgery. You can have your hands at heart center, find length and just breathe here. You'll find a beautiful stretch in the knee and the inner thigh. Breathing here. You might open up towards the side of the room, finding how you can go. Place your hands in front of you and we're going to move up into our wide-legged forward fold and into our Skandasana on the other side. So come down onto your other foot, flex the toes towards your face, spine is long, so we're not rounding out. Just like in our normal squat, tailbone to crown of the head. You might have hands at heart center, you might be able to open up here, see how you go. Breathing, squeeze this kneecap, squeeze this thigh. You'll feel a beautiful deep stretch here. And when you're ready, walk yourself up, back into your forward fold. Really release here, so nice. Walk the hands around towards the front of the mat. And we're gonna go through our flow. Plank, chaturanga. In towards our cobra. And exhale, back into our downward facing dog in your own time. Inhale, find length. And exhale, sink. Inhale and exhale. So squeeze the kneecaps, tuck the tailbone slightly and really make sure the lower back is hollow to try and get those heels further towards the ground. Relax the shoulder blades down the back, squeeze the biceps in towards one another. And the chest really opens up towards the thighs. When we're ready, we're going to bend our knees, look towards our hands, pull back, step, or jump up into our forward fold. Inhale up into our halfway lift and exhale, fold. Bend our knees generously, roll on up. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch and back to heart center. Coming into a little balanced pose, squeezing a lot into this class today. Push down into I'll mirror you, push down to our right foot, lift our left toes up, playing here. Open up this knee out to the side and we're gonna reach our foot and place it on our calf. Keep it on the ground. Or up onto our thigh, tree. So ground down through all four corners of those feet. Practice that balance we were playing with before. And you might keep your hands at heart center or send your branches up. Nice. You might sway. You might be still. You might fall out of it and that's completely okay. Just come back to where you were. When we're ready, hands at hips. Gently lower down that foot. Give yourself a wriggle. Press into the right foot, lift the left toes, open up the knee to the side. So good. Bring this foot to the thigh, the calf, or the ground. Finding our tree, hands at heart center, find length. And then send the hands either up or just keep them at heart center. Find your drishti, find your focus point in front of you. Length. Then hands at hips. Bring that foot down. Give yourself a wriggle. Give yourself a shake. Come to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Big arm circle all together, fingertips touch. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Come back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Come up into our cobra. And exhale, lower. Make our way into our child's pose. And just relax and release here for breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale, feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, just let go, soften and release. When we're already coming up into our camel, knees in at hip distance. If they were a bit wider, walk them in, lengthen the spine, tuck our tailbone under, activate the glutes. Get the heel of the hand in here and just gently massage out the lower back. Nice, so lovely, side to side. Really nourishing. And when we're ready, straighten up. Hands down, sweep the feet to the side and come on over onto our backs to finish today's class. So roll on down, vertebra by vertebra. Bring the soles of the feet together, the feet wide. Place one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly, and just start to connect with that rise and fall of your breath. Inhale for the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, soften and release. Inhale, feel the belly, ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, soften and release. One more, inhale. And exhale, just let go. Melt any tension into the earth below. When you're ready, send the legs long, the palms up overhead, wriggle the fingers and toes, roll the wrists and ankles. Come up into seated in your own time. Cross-legged all together, we'll come here together. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. And back to heart center. Thanks for jumping on the mat with me today. Sending you lots of love and gratitude, beautiful yogis. Namaste.